Hi, this is Miss Thomas, and we're going to learn how to use the library catalog today. The first thing you're going to do is go to the Altaloma Library website, which is altalomalibrary.com. You can see here, and this is the homepage of the website, and there are a couple of different ways you can get to the catalog. The first way is under the Reading tab. There's a drop down, and it says Library Catalog. You can also go under the Research tab. The first one under the drop down is Library Catalog, or there's a quick links button right here that says Library Catalog. So click on one of those three options and it will take you to the Destiny Discover homepage. This is our new version of the catalog. On this page, you can see a lot of different things about the books that we have. So in this top row, you can see recently added books. So these are brand new books to our library. You can also see popular titles. So these are books that get checked out quite frequently. Some of them you might recognize. You can browse by topic. So if you're not sure what you want to read, but you know that you like fantasy books, for example, you can click on this button that says fantasy, and a list of fantasy books will pop up. Same thing with mystery or adventure or mythology. You can see all the different topics that you can search by. We also have ebooks. Those are books that you can read on your phone or a computer, and audiobooks, books that you can listen to on your phone or a computer. And we'll talk about those in another video. So if we scroll back up, let's say we know what book we want to search for. Here's our search bar up here, but we don't see any options of how to search. So we could just type something in, but actually the way that we search is hidden a little bit. So we're going to click on this plus sign right here, and it gives us our search options. So the type of search that we're going to do, maybe we're going to do a keyword search. That's one of our 5 types. Keyword searches allow us to look for books. Let's say we wanted to read something about basketball, but we don't know if we want a book about basketball or a story where the character plays basketball. We could do a keyword search and just type in basketball. If we click this down arrow, we can see the different types of searches. So keyword is the first one. Title, obviously, we would want to click if we know the exact title. It would be really important that we spell the title correctly, though, because the catalog doesn't find spelling errors. If we know the author's name, we can put in the first and last name or just the last name of the author, and we can search by author. If we know a particular subject, so maybe we know that the book is a mystery book, although you can just click on that, or the subject of the book is education, or the subject of the book is any particular topic. If you know that, usually it's better for nonfiction. Also, we can search. The 5th way is by series. So for example, if let's do a series search, we'll click on series. Format says any. So that means we could have a book that's like a regular print book, an ebook, or an audiobook, or even a video. So we'll just leave it as any right now just to see what we have. And we can leave this reading programs one alone. So we're going to set those options. So right now we're looking for a series in any format. So we're going to set options. So let's say that now we're going to actually do our search. Let's say we're reading the Maze Runner series, and we've read the first couple of books, but we can't remember the author's name. We can't remember the third book title. So I need to search by the series name because I know the series is called Maze Runner. So I'm going to type in Maze Runner, and I'm going to click the little magnifying glass, and I've already set it to series, remember? So now it's searching for the Maze Runner series. Okay. So then the list of books come up that fit that. So we can see it says book 3 right here, The Death Cure, book 5, book 4, book 1, book 2. So all of these are the books in the Maze Runner series. So let's say I was searching for book 3. Well, unfortunately, that book is out, and I can tell that by the red triangle in the corner. So all of the copies right now are checked out. Same thing for book 4, The Kill Order. But if I wanted to read book 5, that book is available. See, it says in. I can get basic information from looking at this list. So I get the title, James Dashner is the author. It tells me that it's a book as opposed to an audiobook or an ebook. And then this right here is the call number. This is really important. So it doesn't say call number next to it, but it's always right under where it says book. So the call number here is F Dashner, comma James. The F stands for fiction. So I know that this would be in the fiction room. All fiction books have a call number that starts with the letter F, meaning that it's a fiction book. All fiction books, the second part of the call number is the author's last name, Dashner. The first name is just there in case two authors have the same last name, but the important part is the F and the last name of the author. So in this case, F. Dashner. So when I go into the fiction room, I'm going to go and find the letter D. All the books are in there alphabetically, and I'm going to pull Dashner. Now, obviously not for this one because it's out, but for book 5, I would be able to find that one there. I can get other information about this book. So there's the series name here, the year it was published. If it has a reading counts quiz, that's on here too, and the Lexile level. So if you know your reading level. If you want a summary of the book, we're going to click on the title, and that takes us to this page. So it gives us a brief summary of the book. Here's where, if you're logged in, which we will talk about in another video, you can review the book after you've read it. If you needed to cite this book, let's say you wouldn't do that for a fiction book probably, unless you were writing about the book, maybe for a nonfiction book, if you were doing research or something, this will give you a citation of the book, which is really helpful. It's an MLA8 format. You can just copy and paste it. That's your citation. Some more publication information. Here's the reviews if anyone had reviewed the book, but again, you can do that as well. It also suggests over here on the right-hand side other books you might like. So it does recommend other James Dashner Maze Runner books, but then it also gives some other suggestions. Here's a couple Maximum Ride books that you might like. So if this book isn't available and you're like, well, I need something else to read, here are some options over here on the right-hand side. All right, that's it for the first part of our catalog and searching for fiction books.